We have been studying the savanna grasslands in science. The savanna grasslands is a place where irregular rain falls and is mostly made up of different kinds of grasses. The spots that are highlighted in orange are part of the savanna grasslands. You can find them in Australia, in South America, Asia, and Africa.
I am the Grant zebra. I am one of the many animals in the savanna grasslands. You may think I am an ordinary animal, but you are wrong. I have many strange ways adapting to my territory and staying safe and away from my predators, for example, the hyena and lion. To stay away from these animals, me and my family all come together and form a maze of stripes to confuse the predator. And I have very strong legs to run up to 40 miles per hour, so I can usually run away from them easily. I also help the hyenas and lions, though, by feeding them. You have now learned about me, the Grant zebra, my adaptations, interactions, and usefulness with my biome.
The Egyptian mongoose is a small animal that eats snakes and other animals. It has adapted by growing long, sharp claws to help kill predators. They eat predators like snakes and rats. Their fur helps them by binding them in with the tall grass.
I am studying the baboon. The baboon is the largest version of monkey. They have close-set eyes with a heavy brow. A baboon mostly eats fruits, tree roots, an assortment of plants, and of course bugs. They help keep a bug population down. They make circles around their babies if they are threatened. The females stand in back and the males stand in front.
My animal is the African wild dog. It eats antelope, gazelle, and wildebeest. They do not fight with jackals or hyenas. They are hunted by humans because they carry diseases. Their muzzles have powerful muscles that help them grab their prey. They have multicolored coats to help them blend in with the surroundings. They have large ears to help radiate heat away from their bodies. Their bodies are built to chase the prey, and they are carnivores.
I am the jackalberry tree, and I can grow really high, nearly 80 feet tall to be exact, so it is quite easy for me to get sunlight. I am also a big help for animals and other organisms. For example, I grow on termite mounds to protect them, and in return they provide me with aerated soil, and I provide my jackalberry fruit for animals such as baboons, cuckoos, and warthogs. My trunk is also used as a medicine to stop bleeding and cure wounds. As you can see, I have some strange ways of adapting. I'm a big help to other organisms and interact with lots of other plants and animals.
The umbrella thorn acacia has adapted to the grasslands by growing a taproot that can reach 125 feet into the ground. They help humans by giving medicines to help care for diarrhea and asthma. It is also used for really good firewood and charcoal. It protects itself with little spikes on them that can grow out of the bark on the tree.
The sun is a very important resource to all biomes, and the savanna is no exception. The sun plays an important role in plant growth, which in return, the plants give herbivores food. Additionally, the intense heat of the sun can cause wildfires, which may seem like a bad thing, but really it helps plant growth by minimizing weeds and other bad plants. The grasses, though, can regrow from the stem and are not harmed. The sun also plays part in the water cycle. Water throughout the savanna evaporates, and then at some point rain pours down, watering all the vegetation throughout the savanna.
In the savanna grasslands, there are many examples of abiotic factors affecting biotic factors. For instance, sunlight, an abiotic factor, helps many plants, a biotic factor, grow by giving off sunlight. For example, the jackalberry tree, the umbrella thorn tree, and the kangaroo paw. Another example would be volcanic soil, an abiotic factor, helps grass, a biotic factor, grow, because the soil is so fertile. Our last example is oxygen, an abiotic factor, not only helps animals, abiotic factor, live, but it also helps plants grow. The weather/climate in the savanna grasslands is very different from the weather here in Iowa. In the savanna, it is usually dry in the winter and gets most rain during its summer months, so it is usually colder in the summer. The temperature year-round usually varies from about 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. As you can see, the temperature does not usually change, and when it does, only gradually.
A food web is made up of several food chains. The sun gives its energy to the grass and carrots. The grass gives its energy to the caterpillar and the rabbit. The carrot also gives its energy to the rabbit. The caterpillar gives its energy to the bush baby. The bush baby and the rabbit gives its energy to the caracal.
A symbiotic relationship is in a way a bonding between animals, not emotionally though. For example, the Chamshell baboon eats fruits and then drops the remains of them on the ground. Scavengers will come by and pick it up. So this is a form of mutualism. Another example is the whistling thorn acacia and the Nisogryp's ant. What could be the relationship between an ant and a tree, you say? The ant calls it their home and rids the tree of predators such as other ants. It would be another form of mutualism. The Nisogryp's ant and the whistling thorn acacia also have a form of parasitism, though. The ants feed off the tree's flower buds so the tree cannot bear fruit. These are the symbiotic relationships between animals I have decided to share with you all.